I'd like to share with you a bit about the Murambi coffee washing station in Burundi. This is a coffee station we've bought from for many years, going back, I think, before 2012. And what's neat, it's a totally independent station. It's just owned by Cassien Nibaruta and his partner. I've known Cassien for a very long time and visited here quite a few times every time I go to Burundi. It's a beautiful area. It's not far from the capital Bujumbura, which is down on the lake Tanganyika. You drive up past Muramvya town on your way to Gitega, which is another sort of small city where a lot of the coffee dry milling stations are. And in between, you pass through this very high altitude zone, which is where you'll find Murambi coffee washing station. This is Cassien. He's an engineer and has a lot of technical skills. He's quite an accountant, and he's done a really good job managing the business and the quality at Murambi over the years. This station produces one of my favorite washed coffees, and the naturals have just been incredible this year. We've just received both of these, and I'm just floored by the super clean, delicate, sweet cup that comes from the naturals of the washed coffee, and the naturals are just like fruit punch, but very clean taste, very nice and restrained. It's not over the top. So they're using a traditional disc pulper here. They have many small fermentation tanks to separate lots, and they do a two-stage of fermentation, and then it goes to soaking tanks, which you can see in the upper left part there, and then it will go out to the beds. This is the coffee in a water stream just after it's pulped, and they do a pre-selection of coffee when it's still wet, which is a great way because you can see different quality issues when the parchment's wet before it becomes fully dried. So a lot of hand selection of coffee. This is the washed parchment coffee as it's on the drying beds. And this is more dry parchment being hand selected. He has his own coffee warehouse here, where they're bringing in coffee from the drying beds here for storage. This is the resting period after coffee's reached, 10.5%. And the resting stage is very important to find an equilibrium in the moisture. When coffee's not rested, it's properly, then it also seems to have a shorter shelf life once it's arrived in the U.S. So resting and the slow processing is great. The Phoenix bicycles in Burundi are amazing. These heavy cargo bikes that originally came from India. And you'll see people carrying 100 kilos of coffee, 150 kilos of bananas, just bombing down these roads on these beautiful bikes. There's been a lot of quality improvements I've seen in the station over the year. I think Cassien just kind of can't stop himself from trying to change and improve the way he's doing things. But the cherry sorting and the quality of the coffee cherry in the area is already great. Most of Burundi are Bourbon types of coffee. They have one that's a Bourbon called K7, and he also has a test plot of geisha, which you see here. They're paying a lot of attention to the environment here. This is a water separation tank. Since they pump the water from the river, it's really important that they have settling tanks in order to settle out any fine soils or anything that comes up from the river. This is from his coffee nursery. So that's a quick tour of Murambi coffee washing station from Cassien. This coffee is a beautiful coffee this year, and we hope you have the pleasure of enjoying Murambi coffee.